Good morning. Well, I wouldn't say good morning. Morning, everyone. This is Carl. Carl B. Gideon and Gabino Diaz Lawn Care Service. Well, guess what? It is piss ass pouring again. It has been raining on and off all night. And apparently about 4 o'clock, a train, what they call the, hold on here, I gotta adjust the temperature here. Apparently, we've had some training rain. We've had about 4 inches estimated from the Doppler radar here in St. Petersburg, Florida. 4 inches in about the last 3.5 hours. I'll show you the ditch here. I don't know if you can see it. That is next to my house, and that is high. So, there's flood warnings out. My 5-year-old's pre-K school has canceled his graduation today. Apparently the parking lot's flooded, so he won't be graduating today. Poor baby, his heart's gonna be broken. He's very excited about graduating pre-K, and maybe tomorrow, they said. So grass cutting for today. Yeah, I'm gonna let you watch it rain for a minute. Grass cutting for today, probably not gonna happen again. Son of a biscuit. You know, some people be jumping up and down that they get the day off. Not me. Because here in Florida, it rains a lot during the summer, but mostly during the afternoons. Rained all day yesterday. About 8 inches. We've had about another 3 to 4 inches in the last 4 hours. And it's going to continue to rain at least through noon. An additional 3 inches or more is likely, they just said. That's over a foot of rain. Thank God, most of the yards are sandy here in Florida, but still, look at this ditch. Wow, that is high, really high. Good thing I have flood insurance. So what we're going to do is, I am on my way to my networking meeting. I was going to try to find a sub. I couldn't find one. Thank God I didn't, because I'm not cutting grass so I can go. And I doubt it if we go out this morning and cut grass. I may try to go out this afternoon if the sun comes out and stays out for about 2 hours after quit training. As long as there ain't more rain behind it. I think they said there'll be another chance of rain later on today. That would suck. No cutting yesterday, no cutting today for right now. I'm going out of town tomorrow night for 2 days. So the new guy and Brett will be out Thursday and Friday. And I know there's 1 yard tomorrow that we ain't going to be able to get. It's going to be flooded. I imagine there's going to be a couple yards we ain't going to be able to get. I did have 2 new starts for yesterday. I didn't get. I got 2 new starts for today. Look at this flood. That's flood. This part of the ditch going the other way is out of its bank. Wow. Lots of rain. Like I said, we'll probably have over a foot of rain when it's said and done. And then if we get any more additional rain this afternoon, it's just crazy. So, yeah, I had 2 new ones today that need to be cut over the weekend. I went and looked at them Saturday. They need to be cut. They're not going to go today. There ain't no way. If I get any grass cutting today, I got to take care of my customers that I've had for a while. Everybody should do the same. So it's raining. I am heading to my MPI meeting. I left a little bit early. Hopefully there ain't no major flooding, and I will turn around and not drown. So I hope where you're at, you're getting some grass cutting done. We're definitely not getting grass cutting done here in St. Pete, Florida. Man, it looks a little deep right here. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Oh, look at this, folks. Look at this water. So as long as you can see the road, go through it. Well, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to pay attention to what I'm doing, because I don't need to pick the wife's car in a big old water hole and get swept away. She'll probably kill me because I got a car drowned. If the flood water is going to kill me. So we're going to the MPI meeting and we'll be back. And we'll see how the weather is about 9 o'clock, 8:45, 9 o'clock. I got a funny feeling, according to the radar trend, it's going to be doing this still. So I'll be back. You guys enjoy your morning. I'm going to my meeting. I'll probably go home and watch it rain, but I'll be at my meeting by 8:45, 9 o'clock. and I'll show you what the weather's doing then. If I see any major flooding, I'll post it before I get back, before I get to my meeting. Thanks for watching. I'll be back shortly.
And protecting your home.
Alright folks, I'm still making my way down to the MPI networking meeting. Look at this weather. It's a ghost town downtown. It's about 7:10 Tuesday morning, July 7th, and I'm downtown St. Pete. Usually people are coming to work. As you can see these cars going through the water there. Lots of flooding around. I had to take a different route. I got to the US 19 in St. Pete and 5th Avenue North. Closed down. I seen a car, a Honda, couldn't tell if it was a Civic or a Accord, just like my wife's. It was up to his windows. Some dummy didn't turn around, don't drown. They tried to go through it and it was flooded. So still on the way to my meeting. I should be there to look. Wife's clock says 7:15. It's about 4 minutes fast, so it's about 7:11. So very nasty weather. A lot of sideways wind, heavy rain. And I can't remember it raining 2 days like this, besides with the tropical system. We've been in Florida for 13 years. And I used to do garbage. I mean, we have tropical systems come over us, go around us like this one did. I've never seen it rain like this. 2 days in a row, on and off all day. Now this is like a train. I seen the radar for a while. Maybe before if it's still raining like this when I leave my meeting, I'll grab my phone and we'll pull the radar up and take a look at it. But it's about a 35, 40 mile wide band. It goes way out to the Gulf of Mexico and across the state of Florida from southwest to northeast. And it's just training. Just rain after rain after rain after rain. Man, everything's down here is high. I don't know when high tide is, but I hope it ain't right now. Alright, we're going to continue driving. This is a ghost town. There's usually all kinds of traffic out here this time of day. Because most of these businesses open 8 to 5, 9 to 5. And it's a ghost town. So, meetings not canceled. I ain't had an email yet. I did text both of the boys, let them know we won't be cutting today for right now. I think my message was no cutting grass today for now. We'll call you all later. Because if it's still doing this at 9 o'clock and it's still doing this at 12, I'm just calling today because even if the sun come out right at 12, I'm not going to go out for at least 2 hours. I put this at 2 o'clock. I don't know, I might. Because I hate sitting home. I hate night cutting somebody's grass. Because I just know I'm in for the next week. We are in for one butt kicking next week with tall grass. Alright, I got about 6 blocks to go and I'll be at my meeting at this place. I'll be back after the meeting and let's see if the weather's improved any. Alright folks, it's about 8:41. Got out of the meeting a little bit early. Still raining. Not as hard, but I'll give you a look at this radar here. If I can pull it up. Make sure I stop first. I don't want to be trying to look at the phone and... But there you go. You see that big old blob? Actually, I'm right there where that blue little white and blue dot is. See that blob? We got more rain coming. There's a little blue dot where we're at. And you can see the rain just training. Continue to come up. Moving slowly from the southwest to the northeast. So, it looks like there probably won't be no grass cutting again today. I mean, if it stops and the sun comes out for a good 2 hours, I may try to go around and cut a couple, but looking at the radar and watching the trend, looks like it's going to rain till at least noon. It may try to, it looks like it might be trying to shift to the south a little bit. That'd be great, but if the sun comes out at noon, I may go out at 2 o'clock and grab a couple. That's only if the sun came out for a good 2 hours. Because like I said, most of the yards here have sand, but they're saturated. So there probably won't be much grass cutting going on again. That is 2 days totally washed out, and that's very uncommon unless you got a tropical system. So I'm gonna go home, watch the radar trends. My 5-year-old was going to graduate VPK today, and that got canceled because they had to cancel his school because the parking lot was flooded. The rest of the county went to school, but his school was closed. And this car just about turned the wrong way onto a one-way and would have hit the car next to me. That would have been a disaster. And it is starting to rain a little bit harder now. So the way it looks now, there probably won't be no grass cutting for me again today. That kind of sucks because I know what I'm in for next week. A lot of tall grass, a lot of mad customers, but you can't control the weather, so it ain't my fault. It's one of those things. So we're gonna go home, watch the radar. I'll do an update a little bit later on. If we do get out, it probably won't be till at least 2 o'clock. I'm not gonna go out at 4 o'clock, cut 1 yard and go home. I mean, it's just a waste of time. I mean, if I went out 4 and cut 2 yards, okay, it's 2 yards I cut, but I just dirty everything up and had to clean it. Tomorrow looks better. There's rain in the forecast, but it's the normal rain. Afternoon and evening thunderstorms. That's what they said this morning. Let's hopefully this tropical system gets far enough away and pulls the lingering moisture with it, and that way we just have the afternoon storms tomorrow. Then I'm going out of town tomorrow night. They'll leave the 2 boys to do Thursday and Fridays route. So we'll see what the rest of today brings, and we'll go from there. So I'll be back shortly. Alrighty, folks, it is about 2:30 Tuesday afternoon. It quit raining about 1:15, 1:20. This is what it looks outside of my house. Streets dry. Driveway's dry, and here's the dilemma. I weigh 235 pounds. And I don't know if you can see that footprint. Not too bad for being a sandy soil. So, question is, do you go out and cut a couple yards, or do I wait until tomorrow? Well, the guys ain't working today. I told both of them just show up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. We'll start. Now walk over to this side of the yard, and the sand's a little bit darker. It's wet. That's a little bit more mushier. So where the sun's hitting it, it's dried out, but where the sun's not hitting the yard, it's a little mushy. So we ain't cutting today, because I know as soon as I get to somebody's yard, I hit a soft spot, the tires spin and or they sink, and then I put a rut in somebody's yard. Then guess who has to fix it? Me. Wasn't last year, it was the year before. When we first started out, I cut a couple yards when it was wet, just like today. It rained like all crazy 2 days before. Went over there, sunshine. Oh, it's time to dry out. Going through the yards, lawnmower sunk. All right, no big deal, right? I'm in the backyard. Actually, it wasn't me, it was my ex-partner. That's not why he's my ex-partner. He just found bigger and better things to do. So he calls me. I'm over here in St. Pete using the push mower because, like I said, everything's wet. I go over there. Shit, it's probably 200 feet in the backyard. I got a light truck. I back my truck up, hook the chain to it, start sinking. I call a tow truck, get my truck in, lawnmower out. Yeah, you don't want to know that bill. So, we're not going to cut today. I honestly had 7 people call me today and say, you didn't cut my yard yesterday or today. Are you coming tomorrow? Wait a minute. All the houses today and yesterday are in the same city that I'm working in. Actually, they're all the yards now are in St. Pete. I know you got somewhere between 5 and 12 inches of rain at your house over the last 2 days. And where the people called me from today, they were flooded this morning. I seen it on the news. Really? Also had a lady call me. She said, you've cut my yard twice, but I ain't seen you since then. I wonder if you're coming. Her story is, she's a twice a month customer. She went the first week of May, she went the third week of May. This was supposed to be the first Monday of May, or June, yesterday. Well, guess what? We had a tropical storm. Well, her grass is very tall. Well, yeah, you go twice a month. There's 5 Mondays in May. Oh, she says, I'm like, yeah, it's not twice, it's not every 2 weeks, because this is where you get in trouble at. Because if I say every 2 weeks, then come the winter time, you're cutting every 2 weeks when you're only cutting the first and third week. Oh, there's a 5th Monday. Hey, can't take off next week because I need you to cut. I'm sorry, you know, the first falls on Wednesday, and I told you we're not working the Wednesday. So I don't think she understood twice a month was twice a month. That's why I don't say bi-weekly or every 2 weeks. I do catch myself sometimes saying bi-weekly in the word. I'm like, oh, get that word out of your vocabulary. So, are you gonna come this week? No, ma'am. There's no way. I cannot. I had 23 from yesterday. I don't even remember how it was on today. I just looked at tomorrow's schedule. Now, last Wednesday was the 1st. So last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all the ones that go twice a month went last week. So I think tomorrow's just 13. So what do you do tomorrow? Well, since I'm going out of town, and Brett and Steven are going to have to do Thursday and Friday, we're going to try to knock out as many Thursdays tomorrow as we can. And then I'm going to backtrack. I might try to go get those every twice a month. The ones that go twice a month, I might try to get some of them out of the way. But there's no way to play catch up. And people do not like you being in your backyard at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning cutting their yard because they want to sleep in. And I don't like to work weekends. I have a 5-year-old at home. He'll be in Kentucky with me. But Brett has a 2.5-year-old, and he doesn't live with him. He gets him every weekend, and I'm not going to make him go out and cut yards all day Saturday and Sunday because Mother Nature's out. We're going to have a tropical storm. So what we're doing, you're not going to get cut this week. I'm sorry it rained over a foot in some areas. I'm sorry you might only got 5 inches, but most people got over a foot. I cannot control the weather. Then I had a lady tell me, well, I seen somebody out cutting yesterday. Well, they were idiots. My exact words were, they were idiots. Because I've done that. I've tried to play catch up. I put my mowers, just like now. 2 years ago, I would have gone out and started cutting. Sun's out, it's sandy soil. You get stuck, and you pay $500 to get your truck and lawnmower out of somebody's backyard. You're going to learn the lesson. So, I may lose accounts, I may not. But I've talked to people that's been doing this a lot longer than me, 35, 20 years. Yeah, when you're first starting out, you only got 20, 25 a week. Yeah, you can backtrack. You can push everybody back a day, but no, you can't do it when you get over 100 customers. They're not cutting. They ain't cut yesterday. They ain't cutting today. And tomorrow, there's going to be some yards probably don't have standing water in them. So we're going to have to play it by ear. But the forecast does look better tomorrow. There's like a 50 or 60% chance. But it's supposed to be like more of the afternoon variety. Back to normal. But with all the moist air around, they could spark a few earlier. So we'll have to play it by ear. So I told the guys at noon today, or actually I called them at 11 o'clock. Take the day off. We're not cutting. It stopped about 1:30 here in my house. You seen the road? You want to look at my backyard? This part's in the shade. Little square here. Now this is sand. It's a little, it's not real soft. It's not hard, but it's damp. Take a 975-pound lawnmower and my fat butt sitting on it, you're gonna sink. I'm not into tearing people's yard up and replacing sod. I'm in business to make money, not to tear up somebody's yard and have to fix it. So that's it. 2 rain out days this week, and that's very unheard of here in Florida unless you have a tropical storm. Like I said, most of the time it rains after 2, 3 o'clock, and over here in Pinellas County it usually rains after 4. Can't help Mother Nature. So 2 totally washout days. Tomorrow I plan on being at the car wash by 6:10. We're going to slam Wednesdays. We're going to grab as many as we can for Thursday. Then we're going to break off and try to go get some of these ones that are supposed to go twice a month. Hopefully I keep everybody happy. Okay, any questions or suggestions? Leave them in the bottom in the comment section. I'll respond back. Or if y'all know my Facebook page, go to my Facebook page, or some of you might have my number. Alright, I'm going back in because I'm starting to sweat. That's how humid it still is. my 5.5, my 5, yeah, he'll be 6. My little child did not graduate today. He graduates tomorrow. They called school off because it was flooding today for him. So he graduates tomorrow. So I'm going back inside and spend time with him. See y'all tomorrow.